Hello, my name's Alicia Power, and I've been a spiritual teacher for around about 34 years. Just wanting to say hello, thank you for being with me at this moment. I wanted to share today how I've just been with a group of people and mentoring them and facilitating them with the spirit world as tutors. And what came up in conversation was this really interesting topic that humanity is not aware that the spirit world works with them very closely, right inside their minds, every second, every moment, every thought, and sometimes many of our feelings as they come up, and an intuition, an instinct, an impression, a decision, the way that we sense into something very often is guided by the spirit world. And because I've been communicating and dialoguing two-way with the spirit world easily and clearly for about 20 years, it means that I have dove into the world of noticing how the spirit world talks, how the spirit world feeds in to my consciousness, how it responds to my questions, how it sort of nourishes my thought stream, how it guides my gut instincts and my feelings and my intuitions, how it impulses me, how it responds to me, inviting it to tell me something. So I've had 20 years of close, detailed communication with the spirit world, and I have learned to observe extremely, with a very fine-tuned awareness and attention, how the spirit world is speaking back to me. And I want to say that the way that the spirit world communicates is in super fast dialogue, instantaneous, like zero time between you asking a question and the response coming back to you. And that means that as humans, as people, we need to be on the alert. Instantly we invite the spirit world to give us information about something. So it's up to us to switch on our instant vigilance and our instant attention to what's feeding back into our system. And quite often it's feeding back to us, I could say nourishing, because it's so nourishing. The spirit world that I work with is full of light and love, and these are very high intelligence beings and full of love. So it nourishes me when they communicate back to me. But what I want to say is that that impulse coming back is below conscious a lot of the time, and that's why it takes full attention on my part to assess what that impulse is and the depth and level of intelligence and resonance behind it. So I'm giving you a little bit of a tip and a little bit of an overview how the spirit world talks to us and communicates with us and communes with us, because humanity, from my point of view as a telepath and as an intuitive facilitator, from my point of view, I'm extremely aware that most people in their daily lives ignore this aspect of their consciousness. For most people, they're living their lives ignorant or not aware that the spirit world is just on the other side of the veil. It is so close. If this was a virtual reality game of some kind, if it was a video game, if it was a virtual reality movie, the directors of the movie are kind of standing with you in your armchair as you're in the movie, but all the impressions are flowing really thick and fast to you, and it feels very real for you that you're in this experience where people are coming up to you and talking, and you're having to perform, and you're having to go to work, and you're having to work to generate money, and you've got relationships, and you've got all kinds of experiences that you choose to have, and coming from your own free will and your own volition. And yet there are these mentors standing next to you, or these directors of the movie standing next to you, kind of whispering in your ear, kind of nudging you to go left or right, kind of helping you to make choices, kind of helping you to what you're going to decide to do in the movie. So I'm very aware as a telepath that the world of spirit is extremely real, and I've been dialoguing with it in detail, as I said, for those 20 years, and getting a lot of information from them about myself, about other people. That's how I facilitate other people, about the global situation, about the large, in the spirit world, flows of influence that do influence humanity on a global scale. So on that really large scale as well, not just about my personal life or somebody else's personal life. So it is a very important relationship that, in my personal opinion, could be developed by any one of you listening to me on this video, because the spirit mentors that are just standing next to you in this virtual reality movie, in this virtual reality game, want to help you awaken to noticing and remembering that you are just in a virtual reality game, and that they are real, and that they're with you, and that it's a training ground. You're actually training, as in a simulator, to awaken your fearlessness, to awaken your courage, to awaken your creativity, to awaken your expression, but mainly fearlessness. Expression fearlessly, creativity fearlessly, communicating your essence, your freedom of expression, your joy, your consciousness, your motivation, your inspiration, communicating that fearlessly. So the training is, the learning curve is that the spirit mentor standing next to us in our virtual reality chair, the training is to be fearless. And what I'd like to say to you today is that at any moment you can turn around in your mind and invite these buddies, these game buddies, these spirit mentors that are standing next to you, to help you observe them, to help you feel them. Feeling is a good way to observe them, to help you feel them. A quiet moment, close your eyes, invite them in. Just say, hey, beautiful ones of love and light. Invite only the ones of love and light to come and connect with you. And trust your feeling when they sort of send their energy to you, and trust the energy they send to you. Swing your focus and attention onto that energy and ask another question, and then notice that energy kind of impulsing you with instant knowing. See, these guys slide the information, the data to you way below the logical computer of your mind. They slide it into the knowing, feeling part of you, and that's the trick. So it's about being on your toes and sensing it coming, sensing it instantaneously, connecting with you, pouring back towards you, and translating it into, unpacking it into a whole deep, content-rich information stream. One word might show up in your thoughts, but that one word behind it, there's a whole lot of knowing and feeling with it. So tuning in to all that package of knowing and feeling, deciphering it, unpacking it, and the number one key thing for us as humans, as people, is to trust it, to step around the doubt, to not let the doubt push those knowings and feelings around, to say to the doubt and the part of you that wants to assess a little bit more logically, hey, can you just be over there on the shelf just for a moment? Let me bring this flow of knowing and feeling towards me. Then let me unpack it into the content, and then let's assess it later. So you can use your logic and your assessment, but not in the moment of receiving the stream of knowings and feelings coming back to you, because it is semi-subliminal, and you need to know that. It's part of the technology. So I wanted to unpack that great word, this whole conversation about opening up to the spirit world and acknowledging that spirit mantles do exist. The spirit world is so close to us, it's right next to our cheek. It's so close. It's real. I've been, as I was saying, lucidly in detail communicating with the spirit world, with very high layers of overseer mentors who do oversee and can see all these subtle energetic dynamics behind all the decision making on a global scale, and having great conversations with them about this. So these are highly intelligent beings. They understand motivation, they understand clarity, they understand decision making. So have these conversations, help them make your decisions, help them, invite them, ask them to help you make decisions, ask them to help you get clear on your own life, and ask them to help you understand yourself much more deeply. And also they can even motivate you, they can switch on your wiring. So ask them to help you feel motivated, and if you feel to, ask them to help you and wire you up to move into your leadership in this lifetime. That's a really good idea, by the way. So thanks for listening. This is Alicia Power. You can go to my website, www.soulmentoring.com. There's a lot of free videos and audios there, and there's my blog there, and also there's some really great ebooks and audios for sale as well of the spirit mentors speaking through me. So thanks very much.